My presentation is on the 1984 Villarrica volcano eruption. Villarrica is situated on the Nazca South America tectonic plate convergence in the Mocha-Villarrica fault zone, which consists of predominantly basaltic andesites. This volcano eruption began on October 30th, 1984. The eruption activity was similar to the previous eruption of the same volcano in 1971, both of which had a fluid basalt column flowing from the central crater. The eruption came with several gas emissions that resulted in explosions with significant lava splatter from 20 and up to 100 meters vertically. The direction of the lava flow was northeast, and it covered areas that were previously composed of snow, ice, and glaciers, resulting in a lot of vapor and the risk of avalanches. Villarrica is one of Chile's most active volcanoes, and it is one of the 3 biggest volcanoes on the Andean chain. Here's a chart of data that was collected that records the intensity and duration of tremors. The eruptions of Villarrica volcano has historically caused tension between the local people and settlers of South Chile. The local people blamed the settlers for provoking the eruptions by cursing a small town of locals. In earlier eruptions during the time of settlers, there were around 350 human fatalities reported, and the main damage was to the infrastructure. Several towns and hamlets were destroyed. In the 1984 eruption, several lahars or mudflow avalanches were caused as a result of the heat, as well as toxic gas emissions, which affected several towns, and at least 15 people died from these events. There were less fatalities because the evacuation and safety protocols have been improved since the 1970s. Several homes and agricultural establishments were also destroyed in nearby valleys. The effects of this eruption were mostly contained to surrounding towns. The avalanches, mudslides, and explosions had a significant impact on how the landscape was altered by the volcano. The volcano cone itself was also altered, with new valleys carved out of the glaciers through which the quick-moving lava flowed. There were also ice bridges that were destroyed by the combination of avalanches and lava flow. The lava flow channel was estimated to be around 35 meters deep on average, 50 meters wide, and 1,000 meters long. Several earth systems were involved, but the main ones were the water and rock cycle. The rock cycle was through the molten rocks, rock formation, and erosion, and the water cycle was through the copious vapor production, ice relocation, and mudslides. Here's a topographic map showing how the lava flow, avalanches, explosions, and other events changed the topography of Villarrica. Some fun facts here. The earliest large eruption was probably in 1810 BC, which is estimated by carbon-14 dating. The first known historic eruption was in 1558, which is when the history of the settlers and the local people arose. Mudflows are a significant cause of death during eruption events here, which is why special attention is given to the areas most susceptible to mudflows for evacuation routes today. Villarrica is important for tourism, and sometimes a crater has to be closed due to volcanic activity or cloud cover because the elevation is so high. One thing I found particularly interesting is that the ash covering the glaciers is typically 5 centimeters or thicker year-round, even when an eruption hasn't happened recently, and this ash covering helps insulate the glacier and helps preserve the ice. Lastly, Villarrica is now a national park that you can visit if you ever decide to go to South Chile. Here are my sources. Thank you for watching.